This is the first video in a series where I will be building a Phono preamplifier, vacuum tube based. And since I really didn't want to do all the math for the amplifier part itself, I bought this printed circuit board from valvewizard.co.uk. So this will mostly be about building a case for it and the power supply and these things. So first, a couple design considerations. I wanted to use solid state rectification for both the heater and also for the high voltage. I will be building a regulated power supply for both the heater. Well, probably do it in solid state. That's really hard to do with 1960s technology. But for the high voltage, I'll be using a vacuum tube regulator, either series regulator or shunt regulator. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'll be figuring this out as I go along. So the first thing I wanted to do is just lay it out on this piece of metal I have here, which will be about the size of the case. I did dig through my junk box and I considered a couple transformers. The one I'd like to use is this one. It's a 220 to 220 isolation transformer. And since this puts out about 100 milliamps. Since this project will use a maximum, I'd say 50 milliamps. This is it's quite enough and quite appropriate. Then I have another transformer that I'll be using for the filament supply. I would like to place it like this, keeping it as far away from the actual amplifier circuit board, which will probably sit like this. This is a 24 volt transformer. I'll be using 3 tubes with a series string heater. Should come up to around about 20 volts. And so 24 volts is perfectly fine for that. For the vacuum tube regulator, I will probably be using an octal pentode like this PL36. I'd like to place it here. And then also some sort of, I think the socket's called B9A. It will probably be in a small signal pentode like the EF80 or something similar. If I should need another section, I'll probably use something like the PCL. There's a PCL 84 or something alike, or just to have an additional diode, or a PCF 82 should also be alright. I will also be using two. Knocked it over. Two vacuum tube voltage regulators. These ones are Russian ones, if that's readable. I probably will not be using those because if I connect them in series, the voltage will only go up to about 216 volts. This is recommended that you use at least 250 for the power supply. So I'll probably be using one 108 volt a regulator and another one with 150, and then bring it down over a resistive divider to get a voltage reference of 250. Yeah, so I think that's all for now. I'll be thinking about the circuit, and I'll put the actual design of the circuit in the next video in this series.